Welcome to another edition of the Nightly Nuge. Ted, has any knife-wielding perpetrators came on your stage recently?
No, there's been a message, don't tread on me. I didn't come up with that statement, but it's universally understood from the Ted Nugent stage, the Ted Nugent property, the Ted Nugent life, and my Ted Nugent, shall we say, aura. What a tragedy that once again engineered recidivism. It seems that in the 99 percentile, Keith, 99% of violence perpetrated in America is being perpetrated by people that were already caught for perpetrating violence, put in a cage and let out post haste, including the guy that attacked Dave Chappelle. This guy was a known violent, life-threatening person. We've had that throughout my life because I promote conservation, I promote clean and sober, I promote the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and those really controversial things like the Ten Commandments and the Golden Rule. So I've always had absolute loons attacking the Nugent family and threatening our life. But I promise you this, Keith, I would have not been blown over by a knife-wielding attacker on stage. I won't tell you what the outcome would have been, but I'll leave that to the imagination of my friends out there. It has something to do with quadruple tap, center mass. But we have got to be cognizant that what happened to Dave Chappelle was predictable, and all the crime that has occurred since you and I started the Nightly Nuge, not way back when, but just a moment ago, crimes have been committed, and 99% of them are being committed by people who have already been under the control of our so-called justice system, and our so-called justice system let them out to repeat their violent crimes. People, communicate with your elected employees and tell them enough of this engineered recidivism. These people can't continue to destroy our lives. It's happening more often now, Keith, than any time in my 74-year American dream. So if we, the people who want good over evil, and Kyle Rittenhouse having the right to self-defense, we, the people having the right to self-defense, number one, keep evil people locked up. I don't want to just break their arm. I think there's something more neutralizing than just breaking arms of attackers. And I promise you, I train with the Delta Force, the Navy SEALs, the Green Beret, and the Army Rangers, and they join me on tour every night. And they are in amongst the audience right up on the front of the stage. So I would highly recommend anybody who has that idea with Uncle Ted, broken arm would be your dream. Don't do it. But ultimately, justice system, how about keeping dangerous criminals out of our lives? It's so simple. It's stupid.
I know you, Ted, and have, gone on tour with you for, many years. And I know you have incredible security, and it would be a stage attacking individual's worst nightmare to jump on your stage for a number of reasons. Do you think that this will encourage other celebrities to beef up their security? Would be one follow-up. And then number two, there has to be some deterrence. And this individual that had a knife and attacked Dave Chappelle was immediately let out. And the prosecutor said because he did not believe it was a felony, they weren't going to prosecute that individual. So instead of being punished severely for jumping on the stage and attempting to harm Dave Chappelle, he's released with not even a slap on the wrist. So final thought on this matter.
Final thought is that what a tragic time where you have to have increased security at an entertainment event, at a concert, at a comedy event, at a music event. But that's the reality we're facing right now because of these creeps that have infested our government and the so-called DOJ, the Department of Justice. Yeah, right. And I'm Caitlyn Jenner's boy toy. There is no justice when those kinds of ultra-leftist Marxists are in control, engineering recidivism. So yes, I would recommend that, and it doesn't take much. I've got the best crew in the world. Plus, like I said, I have the most capable and dangerous commandos with me at every gig. They've always been with me on tour. And these are these are the Bruce Lee of self-defense. All of my guys are really something, but I would recommend to everybody, you've got to have eyes and ears, and don't let the security enjoy the show. The security should look like they're enjoying the show, but they should have their head on a swivel, and they should be prepared to stop any type of confrontation or attempted charging like the punk did. But again, what's Gorsuch, what's his name, not Gorsuch, the prosecutor in Los Angeles, who determined a guy jumping on stage with a knife attacking an entertainer and actually making it to him just because he didn't stab and kill Dave, they're going to let him out and give him another chance. And that outrageous thing I just said, it's true.
Right.
A guy is willing to bring deadly harm and a threat against life on stage, on video, with all those witnesses, and he's not held accountable. Keith, this is Planet of the Cuckoo's Nest time, and we the people, once again, we can identify the flames of that building, but we're supposed to grab the hose and put the flames out. That means activism. I hope my friends come to hunternation.org. It's so simple. Here, what does Dave Chappelle have to do with hunting? Nothing. Hunternation.org is like the clearinghouse, the epicenter to get their number one American responsibility accomplished, and that is to vote for people who represent good over evil, law and order. And right now, it's very rare.
And you know what, Ted? We all week, last week and this week, we're promoting huntthevote.org, because if good people want to fix problems like this, you got to go vote. You got to vote in your local elections. You got to vote in your primaries, and you certainly got to vote in the national elections. So we want to congratulate Mike Dolan from Michigan. Mike Dolan from Michigan, you're our winner today of a signed Detroit Muscle CD. It's Ted's newest, latest, hottest music compilation. I mean, it's just great music. So we're having so much success with people going to huntthevote.org, Ted, and using the promo code TNN USA, acronym for The Nightly Nude USA. We're going to continue the promotion. So go to huntthevote.org. TNN USA as the Patriot code, and you might win one of those signed CDs. Ted, come back again tomorrow night with some more information for our listeners.
You bet. Well, congratulations, Mike. A Michiganiac now has the ultimate Detroit Muscle soundtrack. Mike, be careful. Your truck's going to have more torque now.